So this video is about my 1,500 day Duolingo streak, as well as the positive fitness related lessons that I learned on the back of using Duolingo for over 4 years, as well as not only how it positively impacted my own fitness journey, but how it also positively impacted the fitness journeys of many others, as I'm also a one-to-one online fitness coach. And I do feel like there's a few really good lessons that I've picked up again from using Duolingo. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how that was done. So to get stuck straight into the main part of this video, and this is going to be in no particular order by the way, the first valuable lesson that I took away is I really like how Duolingo breaks down lessons into manageable bite-sized lessons. It's not overwhelming, it's straightforward, you know the path that you're heading down. It's the same way that a good fitness journey, especially one for a beginner, and this is something that you can be thinking about as well, is it should have a clear path. You're going to have an idea of what you're doing. So for example, most people, let's say, who struggle with their workouts right now, it's probably because they're going into it on the fly. They don't know what they're going to do. They're just making it up as they go along. Whereas if they go into their workout instead with a plan in front of them, they've perhaps seen the exercises performed in advance. They know how many reps and sets they're going to do. Suddenly it feels way less overwhelming. It doesn't feel as scary. And again, it's just that clear path now of knowing exactly what you're going to do. And the second valuable lesson that I took from Duolingo, and this is one of my favorites, is I really love the daily streak feature and seeing it add up over time. It's very motivating to see. It makes you want to keep going. It makes you want to keep showing up. And then as well as that, another feature that I like on Duolingo that's linked to the daily streak feature is the streak freeze feature. And I feel like that's as important as well, because I do feel like when you're trying to be consistent with something and take it seriously for months and years, it's impossible to show up every single day because, you know, it's life, stuff happens, things get in the way. And I really like how it does allow you to have that off day without showing you that you're starting all over again. It's the same way on a fitness journey where showing up daily and weekly is very valuable as well, and which is why from inspiration of the daily streak feature from Duolingo, I've implemented a consistency calendar on myself and my one-to-one online fitness members. And this is something you can think about as well, in which you can see for, let's say for every day, let's say your goal is to hit your goals are to hit your protein goal and to hit your step goal every single day. So for every day you hit that, you would mark it as a consistent day. And every day you miss at least one of the two, you would mark it as an inconsistent day. And over time, you can see that for as long as you're continuously being consistent with that, your consistency is adding up, and seeing that go up as well is very motivating too. And I like how, let's say again, if life gets in the way and you miss one day, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can see how consistent you've been already, so you just keep going. And you know, you don't have to just use a consistency calendar in which is just protein or steps. You can apply it into any way you like for your fitness journey as well. And another valuable lesson that I took from Duolingo, and one that you can potentially apply to your fitness journey, is I really like how Duolingo also applies that gamification / rewards aspect of it, of learning as well. And the way you could potentially apply this to your own fitness journey, and you don't have to, but you potentially could, is by, let's say, every maybe 30 or 40 or 50 gym sessions that you're consistent with, maybe you can reward yourself with some new workout clothes or some new workout supplements, and that can be quite motivating to do as well. One way I've implemented this into my one-to-one online fitness coaching is every month I'll have a member of the month who maybe for whatever reason they won that award of member of the month. I will send them something fun, whether it's a postcard or a gift card or just something cool. I find that just rewarding them is also something that's really cool and more motivating as well. So that's a valuable lesson that I took there too. I just quickly wanted to interrupt this video to let you know about the free workout plan on my website. And if you want to get started on your fitness journey, or you're already started and you want maybe a new workout plan to try, then grab the free workout plan by the link that's going to be in the description. Now let's get back to the video. So another lesson that I took from Duolingo, and I think it's quite cool how there's so many lessons from both Duolingo and language learning that you can apply to fitness journeys. But anyway, the next one is learning from mistakes. And I like how Duolingo, of course, whenever you make a mistake, yeah, you might lose a life depending on whether or not you have the premium version, but it also does give you another chance to correct the mistake. It might give you suggestions. It might give you prior education on what you're about to learn as well, so you can be more brushed up on the topic as well, depending on, you know, maybe what type of lessons it is you're doing. It's the same way on a fitness journey, you're not going to get everything from day one or week one or the first month, because you're going to feel like you're messing up. You're going to feel like you're making errors, but it's okay, because one day it doesn't matter, or one lesson in the case of Duolingo, it doesn't matter. It's about consistently turning up day in, day out and improving over time. So for example, when it comes to your fitness journey, you're not going to understand how to do every single thing from day one, week one, month one, or even the first few months, or even potentially year. You're still learning over time. You're still figuring out what works best for you. You're still wondering maybe which strength exercises you prefer, or which protein sources are most convenient, or what time of the day is the best time to go on your walks. So those are just a few experiences that you can only pick up and get good at once you've maybe felt like you've messed up and learned from those errors that you're perhaps making and experiences that you're taking on over time. And another lesson that you can take from Duolingo is the community and friends aspect of it. So as you'll know, on Duolingo, there's leaderboards, you can add friends, you can directly compare your XP head to head for the past week. You can do mini challenges for a few days alongside them in which you're both contributing, which is very motivating. It makes you want to be more consistent. It makes you want to show up more. It's the same way on a fitness journey. When you're part of a community or you're doing a fitness journey alongside a friend, you're more likely to be consistent as well, because you're there to push each other. There's a lot of research that backs this up, that when you're part of a community or you're doing something alongside someone, whether it's language learning or being on a fitness journey, you're just more likely to be consistent. And personal examples of this that I can give you is, for example, when I'm doing a strength training workout with a friend in which we know how to push each other, those types of workouts are the best. I'll often get personal bests and it just feels amazing. Or another example are my one-to-one online fitness members, Melissa and Lekan, who historically they perhaps struggled with their fitness journey previously, and maybe they were trying it alone quite often and with no success. But when they reached out to me and they worked alongside me and they had me in their corner whenever they needed me, and I would often reach out and we'd have those back and forths, they found all of a sudden that their fitness goals was just a lot easier to come by. They were being more consistent. They were showing up more on a daily basis. And as you can see, they achieved the desired goals that they wanted. So having someone in your corner, doing something alongside a friend, or being part of a community can just be so valuable. I like how there's different things you can focus on within the app, depending on what mood you're in or depending on how much time you have. For example, there's obviously the regular lessons you can do on a daily basis, or the story feature, or trying to achieve legendary status on a particular lesson, or learning kanji, because I'm learning Japanese on the app and they have the kanji feature as well. So there's loads of different options, again, depending on which mood you're in or how much time you have. It's the same way on a fitness journey. You can choose what to focus on as well. If maybe you're just having a very overwhelming or busy day, maybe you can tell yourself, okay, I don't feel like I can do everything today that I'll usually do. So today I'm just going to focus on my protein intake, or today I'm just going to focus on my step goal. There's that resemblance there as well, where you can have those options. And I feel like that's important too. And then the final aspect that I really like from Duolingo that I've applied to my own fitness journey and the fitness journey of my one-to-one online members is I'm a really big fan of the daily goals feature, in which every day Duolingo gives you 3 daily goals that you can achieve. And I think that's quite valuable, because then you go into the app with clarity, knowing exactly what it is you need to achieve to just hit those daily goals. It's the same way on a fitness journey. If you have clarity with whether it's daily goals or weekly goals or monthly goals, whether, let's say for a daily goal, it could be maybe your calorie goal, so you know how many calories you're going to have on that specific day, or a weekly goal could be how many times are you going to work out within that specific week, whether it's going to be 2, 3, or 4 times within the week. And I feel like having very specific clarity on the types of goals, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly, it just means you're more likely to be consistent as well, because you know exactly what it is you have to do. Overall, I do hope you found this video helpful for both your language learning and fitness journey. And one thing I do want to emphasize on a language learning point specifically is that I don't think that Duolingo in isolation is the be-all and end-all for language learning, especially when it comes to speaking. So I do want to make that clear. I think it can just be one tool of many that you can potentially use to help you get better. It's the same way, for example, on a fitness journey, where I don't think calorie tracking is the be-all and end-all. I think just like Duolingo, it's one potential tool of many that you can use to improve yourself. Otherwise, if you haven't grabbed the free workout plan in the description of this video from my website, then do make sure you grab that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like and share this video. Follow me on my social media if you haven't as well. Take care, and I'll see you around.